Welcome back to the next day of Vlogmas. Today is this video has to go up the day I film this because I don't currently have a pre-film video because I haven't been filmed for a few days. Today is 17th of December. Now Vlogmas is getting there. I want to say I will complete Vlogmas, but in actual reality, I'm not sure if that's going to be physically possible. But I'm going to try my best to complete Vlogmas. I need to shut the cupboard behind. But today we're making festive sausage rolls. So I've made sausage rolls before, but this time I'm doing festive sausage rolls. So before we get into the video, I'd just like to say thank you for watching Vlogmas. Please like and subscribe. And today we're making festive sausage rolls. So we've got this sausage meat, but it's festive pork meat. So it's seasoned with salt, pepper, nutmeg and thyme. And we're going to add some more herbs and stuff to it, so it's a bit more. So you're going to get some plain flour. Well, theoretically it's not disastrous if you use self-raising. Plain to bare. You're just going to sprinkle over. And get your sprinkle. You want a light coating all over. So you want to get a sieve because you don't particularly want to use your hands. And this should be already rolled out. Puff pastry is one where you roll it out. You put butter in it. You turn it. You fridge it. You put another layer of butter in. You fold it. You put it back in the fridge. More butter. Turn. So basically butter pastry. And it can take for, I can do a video on making it, but it's going to be twice as long making sausage rolls. So we're just going to go with, so it's already rolled out to the thickness you should have it. So you're going to need to make, actually get on it long ways. And you're going to need a palette knife, and you're going to need to do it long ways. And you're going to need an egg and a jug. One egg. Palette knife. You're going to need a brush and a fork. So we have a brush, we have a palette knife, we have an egg, we have a fork. Now, it doesn't actually have to be a jug, so I might just use a cup. One egg, you probably only really need half an egg, but you can't do half an egg. So, and you need to make sure this egg proper whisk. So we're going to get a knife and we're going to cut down the middle of this pastry. You want to pretty much get it as half as possible. You want to cut your sausage meat. This will need shaping and rolling, and not necessarily rolling, but we're going to get it. You're going to roll it in your hand. So you get a good thin, like you want thick sausage rolls, but you want it flat and thin. But you have to try and get, but you've got a maximum of half the pastry, half the meat for one half. So you just want to roll it in. Obviously, as you can tell now, this bit's like a lot thinner. So we're going to have to spread the meat out a bit along the middle. So that's really thick up that end, so we're going to flatten that out. It can be widened, so I would recommend you do both at the same time, then you've got dirty hands once. And to do this, I would only get a bit of your sausage meat at once, because you don't want to get too much at once. So you want to like kind of squeeze it out of the packaging like that. And I would probably split that into 3 bits, because then it's easier to roll. These will last several days. I would say maximum a week. It also depends what size we're doing them. So this obviously is even, but we need to like flatten it and spread it a bit. Probably could do with some flour into your hand. And now we are going to roll it, but you need to wash those sinews off your hand. So you wipe your hand, make sure all the leftover meat is on there. So we're going to get these nice and golden, so we're going to need a tray. I have a tray, let me just... I can't find my tray, give me a sec. This tray will have to do. You need some, we're going to put some grease-proof paper onto the tray. This is a fairly quick video, but you don't always want really long videos, so you want the grease-proof paper. Because otherwise they'll stick to the tray. So, this is the point where you fold them, roll them, get them on a tray and cook them. So it does, this prep time is literally about 10 minutes. So, oh, someone's being organised this cupboard. Which is a good thing. But now if I want, isn't at the front. I can't find what I'm looking for now, because everything's like... Oh, I found what I wanted right at the back. So as you can tell, I've literally, this Okay, it doesn't take much explaining, so I've literally been probably filming, I don't know the exact time, but like less than 10 minutes. So we're gonna season it with some pepper on it. We're gonna put a light sprinkle of parsley, but we're gonna do it high up, so it is a light sprinkle, because if you do it low down, it'll be too much. And then you want to egg wash the sides. So get your brush and just literally go down the edge. Doesn't matter if you've got parsley and stuff, it all rolls up into one. You might want to take your fork out. Even the edges, even a little bit on top of the meat. Don't matter if you accidentally get some into the egg mix. So now you're going to turn, and we're literally going to pick it up and we're just going to roll it, but like a massive log. Just give it one big turn. And then with your fork, you're going to compile the edges. Actually, you need a knife. So you're going to get it back like long way, and you're going to go on the actual edges, back of your knife. You're also going to get some egg, and you're going to make sure the ends are like covered, and then you're going to literally egg wash the entire thing. Turn it over, and you're literally going to egg wash the entire thing. And now it's the portionings. You have to go half, half again, and half again. So you should get 3 out of one side. Actually, you don't want to put them on the edge yet. So you're then going to put like a cross or any marking you want on the top. And you're going to egg wash. Oh, you need to preheat your oven probably before this point, but I haven't. My oven heats up in approximately 2 minutes, whereas some take a while. So you literally do the same with the other half. Half. And you should get 3 again. So you want to get your crosses in. Don't matter if you egg wash before or after, really. But you have to make sure you need the gaps in the top. You can do any fancy pattern you like. So, you've got your other half. And it's just going to be the exact same. I'm going to squidge it together a bit. And you're just going to go across, pat it down, fold it over, pat it down, get some egg wash underneath the seal. Get your knife and run it. Maybe fork the end. Make sure the proper seal. And we've got an excess pastry up here, so we're going to cut that bit off. So we're going to go half. So you should get 3 out of each side. I'm doing this side a bit quicker because obviously you want to know what you're doing, because I've just done one side. If there's any excess flour, I'd probably brush that off with the brush before you put egg on. And then if you do with the egg, you might want to put more egg on. Make sure you go all the way around the edges, because you'll know when it comes out the oven. You'll know when it comes out the oven which half you put egg on, which one you haven't, or if you missed a bit, it's going to be pretty obvious. So you put the other, so I have 12, so we use puff pastry. I'll have them explain how to make. If you want to know how to make puff pastry, let me know, and I can film how to make puff pastry. It'll be a really stoppy, starty sort of video, because you have to like, kind of like make it, chill it, put some butter in, fold it, chill it again. So the process is quite a long time. So you would usually make the pastry for something the next day. If you're planning on using the pastry straight away, don't use puff. Or if you use something that needs puff, don't. So what you do next is literally just clean down your surface and cook them. You can serve them with whatever you want, or just have them. So the only thing you've actually got to wash up is your table, which is pretty grim. A fork and a knife, literally that, and obviously a tray, but you basically don't really have any washing up. That's how like easy this is. You can use actual sausages, but this is a festive Christmas mix. I've got to go and answer that, but I'm going to put them in the oven and I'll come back to you. These take about 15-20 minutes to cook. It should say on the, I haven't actually read the packaging because I know how long it takes, but it says 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, I said 15, yeah, 10 to 15 minutes it should take. They have like pictures of tarts and stuff, but 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, you will have lots of egg left, but you can just bin. Because a drawer is one of these things that you can pick up and eat, and it's like perfect. Give you a quick whiz round, it's quite clean. So you literally don't have any washing up to do, hardly. So I'll catch up with you in about 15 minutes once these are cooked. Microwave is on, so if you can hear it in the background, that is why. So I'm about to take the sausage rolls out. They've been in for 14 minutes. So they have started getting a little bit of colour on them. They do. This is like a light colour of sausage roll. They could probably do with a couple more minutes, but I'm running out of time, so we're going to have to film. So I'm just doing that for another video, microwave, because I'm doing a very Christmassy sort of dish. I'm doing like sprouts and bacon and a bit of pork, and it's an alternative to Christmas. It's basically an alternative to turkey. If you're not a fan of the whole Christmas dinner, I've got an alternative. That's basically the case. So I'm going to pick this up. You can tell it's cooked. It depends how much colour you want on the top. Because you can tell on this one where the egg was, and on this one. This is where the palette knife comes in to like get them up. So ideally, if you had more time, a couple more minutes would be perfect. But you can tell they're still done, because they haven't got wet pastry underneath. I'm going to try it with a bit of ketchup. And I'm going to put the other ones in for an extra minute or two just to crisp them up a bit. But this is to show you two different ways. So this is cooked, but so you don't have to. I'm just showing you that they don't have to be 100%. You don't have to be 100% golden to be cooked, but you can have them golden, like I'm going to show you in a few minutes. So it will taste the exact same, just a little bit crispy on top. As long as they've been in and they've reached 75, don't matter how golden they are, as long as they've reached the core temperature. Pretty hot. I love Christmassy stuff. So personally for me, when we did sausage rolls, like June, July time, these ones personally much better. Even in that same minute, they've already got quite a bit more golden, so it's literally how crisp you want on top. And this is the point you would turn your oven off, but I don't need my oven. But it doesn't look, it's going to be really, really hot, so you have to be careful. But if I just bring it closer, no, that one doesn't have the bottom on. It's falling apart though. But you can tell like that bit underneath there is cooked and the meat's cooked, and I've probed it behind the scene when I took it out the first time, and that is not a soggy bottom. It's hard, not soft. So I have all my sausage rolls with ketchup. Just ketchup. You can have it with whatever you want. You can have jumbo sausage rolls, which are like really long ones. These are mini ones. If you were to sell these, they'll be about it would be 50p-ish. Maybe slightly smaller ones, 30p. I get a 9 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this next stage of Vlogmas, and I will see you super soon with another video. Thank you and goodbye.